should be fine for now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me try to. Okay, invite. Now you are. Now we got one more person trying to come on.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the show as we have been broadcasting. Follow the show at 8 p.m. This show will be live streaming on YouTube right now. It is going on YouTube. It is on Vino. It is worldwide. Special topic today, pros and cons of being a business owner. My co-host, she will be talking about it. So click in, share this video, tap into YouTube, share the video, because you're going to get a lot of things. So I'm going to ask you right now, get your pens and your papers to write this down. This girl is going to drop some gems. You want to know how to start a business? You want to know how long she's been in the business? I tell y'all now, comment. If you are watching from YouTube, telling you now, comment, comment, comment. She's going to leave her email. She's going to leave how you can get in contact with her. She's going to give you her Facebook page. She's going to give you her Instagram page if she has it. If y'all seen her before on here when she was being interviewed, now y'all really get to see the real true deal. All right, girl. Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Let's start.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back. As y'all see me from the last time when I had the interview. Now I'm a co-host. So I'm here and I'm back. So like she said, okay, so today's topic was just based upon the pros and cons of being a business owner, which in my opinion, I want to give you guys like I said, I'm gonna drop some gems. So get your notebook out, get your pen, your pencil, get it ready because you need to hear this. And for my girls, even my guys, if you're thinking about starting a business, the first thing you need to know is brainstorming. That is a pro for me because I feel like within my current situation and when I first started my business, I just put myself out there. I just was like, okay, I want to sell lashes. So I just looked up the vendor without doing a proper research, without even like talking to the vendor, or without even like trying to find my target audience so that I could know, okay, well, this is the type of people that I know is interested within my brand, or they're
So
interested with
so many
that I
people
have,
trying to
available for purchase. So that is a pro. Also with that being said, you want to make sure that you have a marketing strategy. Like you want to make sure that you marketing well because your friend up the street could sell clothes just like you do and they get more sales than you. Now you and her friends and you like, well, why she get more sales than me? And we sell the same stuff. Thus, you're not marketing right. You have to market yourself. You have to make sure that you know the ins and out of your brand because sometimes you will get people that may ask you, well, what are your clothes made out of? And if you can't answer that question right off bat, that's how you lose customers. Because a lot of people are picky with the things that they wear, whether it's on their face or just wear overall in general. A lot of things are trending, especially nowadays within our generation. Things that are starting to trend again is, as you can see, 90s. A lot of 90s styles are starting to trend again, whether it's from the hairstyles, whether it's just from the fashions. It's starting to trend again. As you see, a lot of people are throwing freakniks, like especially maybe the beginning of the summer, the middle of the summer, a lot of people doing freakniks. So, you had a lot of females, even guys, maybe going to like a Forever 21 store or something like that. And then it's like, those big giant brands, sometimes some people are in competition with those. So you want to make sure that you get a good marketing, good a good marketing, because if you don't, it's like, what are you doing? Like, just what are you doing? I want to say, like, a con of basically being a business owner for me, in my opinion, and starting your own business is, like I stated, you don't know nothing about your brand. You don't know nothing about the products you sell, whether it's a product based business or a service based business. You know nothing about it. You want to always make sure that you know everything about your product, whether it's down to the T. Like for me, I sell lip gloss. So if Lady Boss wanted to purchase a lip gloss from me, and she say, "Well, okay, what's included within your lip gloss?" And I hear it and I say, "Oh well, it's just clear lip gloss." But what's in it? What's the ingredients? Because everybody does not wear the same lip gloss as you, or you do have some females but they have sensitive skin. So you want to make sure, again, you know all the ingredients. Like, you want to know all the ingredients. And like I said too, you want to make sure that you know your target audience. You want to make sure that you have a budget. That is the number one thing too. You want to budget, because budgeting, when it comes down to budgeting, from the pro and con of having a business, the cons may be, you may say, okay, well, my budget for the month is 1K. I have $1,000 to spend on the inventory, but let's say, you have a service based business, and you only got $1,000 to spend on your inventory. You have to budget and get you a budget planner, because within that you can see, okay, well, let's say you do skincare. Okay, well, it costs this $500 in order for me to get this machine, or in order for me to get these products that I need in order to do a facial, or in order to do, let's say, the like the lipos, or just anything that you want to do. You always have to think about the products that you want to use. You have to think about, even within you put money into marketing, because me personally, I'm not the type of person where it's logos. Like, I'm lazy, okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, as far as logos go, I don't make my logos. I go to other people to make them, because not per se I'm lazy, but it's just I feel like, as if I don't have that skill. So they always say you get what you pay for. Okay. So you also have to budget that within your 1K budget. You could say, okay, well, I have $25 right now to spend on the logo, but you're gonna get a logo that's worth $25. Okay, well, it could be something simple, like a simple text bagel logo, but even with that being said, your logo also has to match your brand. You want to make sure that your logo is a part of you. You don't want to just get no simple basic logo, but then it's like, does that logo match you? Does it match your brand? Does it match your personality? Does it match how you are as a person? Will it attract your target audience? Will it attract customers? Will it attract you to get site traffic, or whatever it may be? Will it attract that? And if it doesn't, okay, that's something, okay, well, let me take that off my list. Another pro I would say as well is research. Always, always, always do research. Whatever it may be, again, whether it's product or it's a service based business, you want to do your research, because again, like, since you can't say, well, okay, I want to start off and I want to sell wigs, but what do you know about wigs? There are
Mm-hmm.
we got headband wigs, we got glueless wigs, we got some wigs where they cannot be made into a glueless wig. You absolutely have to install them. You absolutely have to glue them down or sew them down. You don't want to get a customer when they come to you and they ask you, well, hey, what's the difference between a 12A grade hair and, let's say, a 9A grade hair? And now you stuck in between, like, well, I don't know. You know what? Now you thinking to yourself, like, that is a good question. Okay, let me do more research on that. So, like I said, you just always want to make sure that you're on top of everything that it do, everything within your business. You want to make sure that you're on top of it, because again, it's always somebody out there watching you, whether you know it, whether you don't know it, and it's people out there, little do you know, that's praying on your downfall. So now they see, oh, okay, well, you're lacking within this and you're lacking within that. Note it. Note it. Okay, well, you good at that, you good at that. Okay, note it. And it's always going to be somebody that's trying to jump a gun and trying to jump above you. And me personally, I feel like, a business is a business, and we all kind of sort of sell the same thing, and we all kind of sort of do the same thing. Again, whether it's a product based or whether it's a service based, we all do the same thing. So you always want to make sure that you're marketing right as well. You want to make sure you're doing your research. I mean, even if it takes you, as far as like marketing skills, if you just want to just go out there and just pass out some business cards, or just promote yourself every day. Marketing and promoting goes hand in hand. You cannot be lazy and say, okay, well, I'm going to promote this day every 2 hours, but then for the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'm not promoting no more. And then you wondering, well, why I'm not getting no sales? Why is my site traffic only stuck at 100 people every day? Because you're not promoting. Because you're not doing the marketing. You're not doing the research. You're not taking the time out. You should always take at least 2 hours, at least 30 minutes out of your day to plan down. You always want to have a business plan too. That is also a pro. You want to have a business plan because a con of not having a business plan, now you all over the place. And now you just like, okay, well, what do I do? Okay, well, what's this and what's that? Now you stuck and you don't have no plan. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan with everything that you do. It's like you wake up in the morning. You have your daily routine. You wash your face. You brush your teeth. You may hop in the shower. You know, us as females, we do our hair. We get ourselves together, make sure we're looking nice and presentable. And it's the same thing when it comes down to your business brand. You want to make sure your business brand is nice and presentable. Okay, you may not have a website. Maybe you may not, be able to afford a website at the moment in time. You also want to make it where it's anything that you do, make it look professional because it is a lot of scammers out here. And that's one thing you do not want to think that you are a scammer because believe it or not, a lot of scammers these days they are getting very bold and they steal your work, the next person work, the next person work, the next person product pictures and mock them and say this is my work, this came from me. But they may get scammed. And because even some people do scam to the point where they don't care if it has a watermark on it. They'll still take it and try to blur it out or whatever it may be, and now you're getting scammed. Even within that, as far as like, let's say, okay, well, I want to start a hair business. You always want to make sure that you test out your vendors too, because, honey, these vendors be lying, okay? They be lying. They tell a little white lie. They'll say, well, this is some good gray hair. You get it, you're looking at the pictures like, okay, that look nice. That look like some good hair. But when you get it, the hair is filthy, it's trash, you don't like it. And I always say, anything that you do, you want to test it out on yourself as well. That is the number one thing. Make sure you test it out on yourself because if you're not, then what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Still, no lip gloss, no lashes, no hair, whatever it may be. You don't want to offer nobody a service, but you don't know what you're doing yourself. Because now you make it yourself, you make your brand look like, okay, this is messy. She doesn't know what she's doing. He don't know what he's doing. Whomever it may be, they don't know what they're doing. I'm never going to shop with them. I'm never going to go to them to get my hair done or never going to go to them to get a facial or whatever it may be that you offer because now they feel like you don't know about your product. You don't know about the services that you're doing. So they feel like, well, why should I shop with you? I'm going to go shop with my friend up the street because she could tell me everything in detail down to the T about her brand or down to the T about this product that I want. Think about when you, let's say, Forever 21, you look for an outfit. They ask you as soon as you walk in the door, hello, can I help you? What do you need help with? You have in mind the type of outfit that you want or what you're looking for. So you may tell the stylist that like, okay, yeah, like I'm going out to a party, it's just like a regular kickback type party. So I don't want nothing too fancy, but I want something that's chill. They know right off the bat, okay, I got the outfit for you. This outfit to da 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 da. Or the same thing, if you going to get your hair done, I'm going to a wedding, girl. Okay, they know this is what's happening. Even if you tell them this how my dress look, they should know right off the back. Okay, this hairstyle is gonna look right on you. Oh, well, I want to add a little funk to it. I want to add some colors. Okay, add that color, do this color, that color, and then it's like the face after you like, oh wow, like you really know what you're doing. Excuse me. And it brings you more customers, more clientele, just overall as a whole. As far as the cons, again, budget, that's the number one thing. Make sure you budget. Make sure you know everything about your product, about your brand. And as far as like cons within you not marketing, you don't market, then again, what are you doing? You're not promoting yourself, they're gonna forget about you. Oh, okay. You may post one day and the next day, then the next few days post like, oh hey guys, I got a sale. But you wondering, nobody is shopping with me. I don't have any customers. I don't have any clientele. I don't have nobody asking me about my business. What's going on? I mean, even if you do life insurance, it's the same thing. You want to always know the ins and outs of everything that you do. Because if somebody asks you, well, how long does this last? You can't say, oh, you know what? I'll get your number and I'll text you later. Because me personally, that turns me away. And I'm like, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Because if I'm asking you a question, that means I'm interested. I want to know everything right then and there. You can't walk in a restaurant and say, well, I want a burger but I'm vegan. Okay. And then they give you, let's say, a beef patty. Now you upset. Well, you didn't get my order right. Okay, they wasn't listening. You want to always too engage within your audience as well, because you never know, like I said, who watching. You want to engage with them and let them know, okay, like, I'm here for you. We not friends, but I want you to feel like we friends. I want you to feel that connection, that energy through us. Whether it's somebody that's live next door to you, that's one of your target audience, the customer of yours, somebody that live across the state. You always want to make sure that you have that personal, like, relationship with your clients, with your customers. Like for me, example, I do hair. So I don't want to have a client come and they sit in my chair and it's the silent the whole time. Because then it's like it's awkward. And you just sitting there. Imagine you getting your hair done, you going to go shop and you really thinking in your mind like, oh, I need help to find this outfit. I need help with this. But you really don't want to ask for help. You want that person to come approach you right away. Hello, do you need help with something? How are you today? Oh, okay. When you leave, you want them to approach you again. Have a nice day. That lets you know, okay, they're thinking about me. They see me. I'm gonna come back. Now I'm gonna recommend this. Oh yeah, go to this place. No, they always got sales. The people are nice there, and so forth and so forth. You don't want to go nowhere where you experience a really bad customer service, because then again, that ruins you as a whole. That ruins your name. That ruins your brand. Now you just like, oh, well, what's next? Now you gotta start all over. And nothing, it's okay to start over. Rebrand. And a lot of people feel like, well, why do I need to rebrand? Because it's okay. It's like you starting over. It is
Yeah.
always okay to rebrand, because if you don't, then it's like you just basically staying the same forever. You want to always rebrand and switch up things. Therefore, you give people stuff to look forward to. Like if you know, okay, well, I want to have a sale, let's say in the middle of June. Okay, you need to start getting things together in April, May. So therefore, when June comes, you just okay. Let me launch this sale. Let me launch this new product. Let me launch this new service. Okay, because then that's how you know you want to build the anticipation up for your clients, for your audience as a whole, because you want them to have something to look forward to. Like I said, with engagements, you could do like polls, you could do stuff like, okay, like what if this and what if that. You could also include like story times as well, like include your personal, things you've been through personal as well, because again, you want them to know that, okay, well, hey, I can relate to that. Oh, okay, well, she been through there, well, she did this and she did that. Oh, well, I correlate to that too. Okay, now I'm gonna follow her because I like her content. Another thing, content. Make sure your content is A1. Like I cannot stress this enough. Content is A1. If you struggle with content, I would say YouTube. YouTube shows you everything. Whether it's something you want to learn, you want to know more of, YouTube has everything. YouTube and Google is your best friend, especially as far as like content wise. If you feel like, okay, well, I'm too lazy to do content, like I don't got that. You could always
Mm-hmm.
a content manager, but always with the name, make sure that they are, giving you the right content. They give you the content that you need, that you know is going to attract the right audience for you. Never settle for less neither, because you don't want to get people that say, oh, your prices is too much. Okay, well, my products are not for you. My service is not for you. Thank you, but they are not for you. You never want to say, oh, okay, well, I really want these people to shop for me. I really want them to buy my products. So
Mm-hmm.
let me just lower my prices for them. Lower your prices for nobody, because when you go to Walmart and you say, well, okay, I want this table. This table is $50. You can't bargain with a Walmart employee and say, well, this $50, but I only got 30. Okay, well, come back when you get the other 20.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about I just put it on layaway? It's the same thing. It's gonna be on layaway until you have your money. That's
Mm-hmm.
first. You can't have it where it's like, even now people say, well, we friends, so I should be able to get this for free. No. Because that's a big con too. That is a big con within your business. Like you never want to give anything away for free. Unless you know,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I made enough money within this month and I reached my sales goal. I still have money left up within my goal that I did set for this month. Okay, I can give away, a free service, or I can give away a free shirt or whatever it may be, but never make it a habit to the point where you always giving away free stuff, because then you take it from yourself, you take it from your brand, you also like take it from your money as well. You don't want to do that, because us as business owners, what people don't know is we have a life too outside of our business. We work hard for whether it may be, like I said, like inventory that we get, or just marketing to content or just promoting. We work hard because it's hard, and you're gonna have days where you don't have no sales at all. It could be days to weeks to months where it's no sales at all, and you gotta learn like, okay, keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep going because if I don't, and if you don't promote yourself, nobody else gonna promote it for you because that is your business and that's your brand. If you don't promote it, nobody gonna see you. They're gonna forget about you. So you're gonna come back weeks later like, oh hey y'all, yeah girl, I got this sale going on. It's 75% off. Okay, but who are you? And now you thinking in your head like, what you mean? Who am I? I just posted. No, promote every day. You want to promote every single day because if you do not promote every day, they're going to forget about you. And they're going to go move on to the next person that most likely sell the same products as you or something that's similar to you. But because they was going to shop with you first, they were going to come to you first, whatever they needed. But because they feel like, oh, you slacking, you don't know too much. You stop promoting. Maybe you stopped your business too. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Charlie next door because yeah, Charlie, he got the same thing. He got shirts, he got clothes, he got outfits too. So I'm gonna go shop with him because I see him promoting every day. He on top of his stuff. He doing this, he doing that. But what you doing? I really like your shirts. I like your stuff more than I like them, but I just don't see the work. I don't think that you serious about your business. So they feel like, well, if you're not serious about it, I'm not serious about it. That's one thing too. You got to be serious because a lot of people wake up and say, "Well, I want to start a business," not knowing what the ins and outs of it is. Some people are in it just for the money, but I feel like within that, if you're gonna start a business, make sure it's something that you really want to do. Like you can't just say, "Well, okay, I want to start taking pictures of people. I want to have a photography business," but ooh, excuse me again, is that something that you really want to do? Like, is that something that you really, really want to do? Is that something that you just want to do just for the moment, just because you see everybody else doing it? And a lot of people these days have, again, bad customer service. There's another con too. Because even if you just, like I said, take pictures, that still goes hand in hand with your customer service. Because you're going to have people that's going to ask you a million questions. Well, how much is this packaging? How much is this? The same questions over and over again. Because I myself, even when I'm selling from whether it's a product based business or my service based business, I have people ask me the same questions every day. And of course, us as a business owner, we like, oh my God, like, and it's just like I just told you, like, why are you not understanding? Are you slow? But obviously, it's them. It's like no, like I just want to know just to be sure and just to ensure that okay, you're really on top of it and you really know what you're talking about. Because I found myself too, even if I'm in a store and I see a top that I like and I may, I don't know if this might fit me. I'm gonna ask them, Will, okay, is it stretchable? Like, was a size that your sizes weren't small, they weren't big, because you want to know. You don't want to buy a romper or you don't want to buy a pair of shoes and they're like, oh, well, these don't fit.
Mm.
Now you upset because you're like, oh well, they just showed me these shoes and they said they would fit me, but did you make sure of that though? That you ask all the questions that you needed to ask before you purchase their product, before you went to get their service done. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people just wake up and they may go on your website and say, "Oh, I don't like that, so I'm gonna get that."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
When it comes down to you shipping, like your shipping policies, your return policies, all of that, whether it's not on your website, you need to make sure that that is on your website as well. Because if it's not, especially now that it's a pandemic and there's a lot of other things that's going around within the world, you want to make sure that you're on top of it because you will get people that may email you or they may request a refund back from you because on your website it does not state no refunds. It does not state, oh, okay, we are depending on what the product is. You can get an exchange. Like me personally, I have a no refund and a no exchange policy, especially when it comes down to my wigs because
Mm-hmm.
who wants to wear a wig that's already been worn? And 9 times out of 10, you don't know if, okay, well, I put this wig on, but I don't like how it looks on me. I done already cut the lace on it. I done already tried to install it, but I just don't like it. Okay. Now they're going to come back to you as the seller. Oh, well, I just recently bought a wig from you and I don't like it. Is there any way I can exchange it? No, you cannot. Because again, now that you exchange it to me, what am I supposed to do with it? Because now I have to refund you your money, or now we're going to exchange. Now I'm giving you a brand new wig, but now you gave me an old. I don't want to put an old wig on my head or a head that you not already a wig that you not already installed on your head, and I'm definitely not going to pass it down to the next person. You want to always make sure that you're clear and you say everything within your customers and your clients as well. Make sure they understand, because some people will again, they'll just book a service with you without fully understanding everything down to the T. So even if they don't ask questions, you can ask some questions too, like, okay, well, do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying? Just so that y'all can have that full form of communication. Communication is key as well. Like when it comes down to your business, your brand, you want to always communicate with your customers, your clients, whatever it may be. You want to communicate. So if you got a product based business and you got some packages to ship off, but let's say your printer is broken and it's gonna be the next 2 to 3 weeks till your printer come, you want to always, okay, let me send out these emails. You know, hey, I'm just letting I do have your package. I did receive it, and I do apologize for the wait, blah, blah, blah. But hey, I'm just informing you and I'm letting you know my printer is down right now. You know, I'm not able to print out shipping labels, etc., etc. And so with that being said, you do let them know, you know, then that's when you can either offer them, hey, I can give you a refund because, that's your mix up, or, you could choose to wait, and I will also, you could try to throw in like a free gift within that as well. Like, as far as like product based business, I always try to throw in like a little freebie, because even if it's not like a free product, maybe just like include like some candy or like some stickers, because a lot of people these days they like that, and that makes them feel like, oh, you thinking of me. Whether it's a sticker, because you never know, they may have kids and they may get stickers to their kids to their kids, whoever it may be, but that makes them feel, okay, well, you're thinking about me. Even when you sell stuff to people, you want to always make sure you check in with your customers too,
Mm-hmm.
customers and your clients. So let's say you do a service based business, and let's say you do like a facial or like a waxing or something like that. You want to always check in with them. It may not doesn't have to be that day, but it always have to be at least a week to 2 weeks later, after you did something about it, after you did that service. Hey, how do you like your hair, or how did that facial feel? You know what I mean? You want to always invite them to come back to again, because that lets them know, okay, well, you're thinking about me. That's like when you sign up for certain things, like email list wise, and you getting all these spams, all these people emailing you. Depending on what it's about and what it's for, you check your email, like, oh, okay, well, they're thinking about me. Just a simple, hey, how are you? Wishing you having a good day, blah blah blah, and so forth and so forth. Just checking on you. Just want to know how you like your products. Because again, a lot of people will not reach out to you and tell you, oh, well, this is wrong. Well, this happened to my product, or this was wrong and that was wrong. A lot of people will
Mm.
not. They won't. They just won't send it to you at all. And I know that personally, because sometimes I find myself doing that as well. I may go to the store and purchase a shirt, and I'm like, oh, this shirt is too small, or I don't know about this shirt. So instead of me going to return this shirt and saying, hey, well, this shirt is too small, I
Mm-hmm.
myself, I may just give it away to a friend, or just like, okay, well, maybe I could just try to do something else with it. So you
Mm.
want to make sure that you checking in with them too, because a lot of times they won't say nothing, and they just won't ever shop with you again. They won't ever come to you again for a service based business. Like I said, within your website too, you want to make sure your website is on point. I mean, on point down to the T. You want to make sure that your photos look very professional, because if they don't, again, anybody can make a website and put a bunch of random photos on it and make up a return exchange policy and say, okay, yeah, this is me. This is my stuff. These are my products. This is my service. This is what I have to offer you. You buy from me. And because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times people do say, oh, okay, well, they could use the excuse, say, well, I just started my business, so I don't have everything together, but this is why my photos look like that. But because you're thinking, okay, well, I want to support, or whatever it may be, you purchase from them, and then it turns out to be a scam, when they may think that you a scam, because again, that could definitely as well, that could like take people away from your website, and that could take people away from you as a whole if your website is not intact and together. You want to make sure that you have a website. That's just my personal opinion, because again, a lot of people, they tend to do online shopping, whether it's through Amazon, whether it's through eBay. A lot of people use Etsy as well, and I want to say Etsy. A lot of people use that as well, whether it's for clothes or just products, whatever it may be. A lot of people use that. A lot of people are now even doing like Walmart shopping. So you want to make sure too that like you are on point. and you got your marketing on point, your promoter on point, your website's on point. Well, your website down to your product pictures, how the layout, everything, every little thing. And again, you want to make sure that you plan your content. Therefore, you don't have to keep thinking
Okay.
up like, oh, okay, well, I got this one picture of this, and I have this. What am I gonna do? You want to make sure you planning your content out. Plan, 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 plan. Whether it's you downloading the app, like that, download the app, or you just using a planner to plan your content. Me personally, I would say download Plano, or you could download Business Suite. Business Suite allows you to post your content from all three platforms, whether it's from your Facebook or your Instagram. I believe it does Twitter as well, but I know for sure Instagram and Facebook, it will allow you to schedule your content all the way from months in advance. So it's August now, and you can schedule your content all the way up to September, October. And you can schedule it. Let's say I want to schedule a content post for, let's say, tomorrow at 8 p.m. I would just
Mhm.
go in Business Suite and just type out whatever I want my content to be, whatever I wanted to say, add the content, video, picture, whatever it is, and then I would say, okay, schedule for Saturday, August 27th at 8 p.m. So therefore, you can still go out and do your regular business. You don't have to worry about, oh well, I'm in school or I got class today. Oh, I got to deal with these kids. Then I got to sit down. I got to plan my content out. Like, you don't want to be in a
Mhm.
come down to that too, because if you in a frenzy and you really cluttered when it comes down to your business, it will not flow correctly. It just won't. You're gonna be scattered. You're gonna be all over the place. Then it's gonna be, oh man, I missed this. Oh, I missed this. Plan. It's always good to plan. No matter how long it take you to plan out that content, no matter how long it take you to plan out what you're gonna do for your business, whether it's like I said, you setting a goal. If within that, try to set a goal. Just try to set a goal. Because if you don't, again, you're gonna be in a frenzy. You're gonna be scared, scattered everywhere, confused. Like, oh well, I did this. Wait, no, I did that. You want to make sure you organize. You want to organize everything, especially when it comes down to a product based business. You need to organize. Get your organizer. So let's say you sell body butters and lotions and perfumes. You don't want to have body butters over here, body buddies over there, lotions and perfumes just spread all throughout your house. So now you got to order. Let's say you get a wholesale order. Now you're like, oh my God, I can't find it. I can't find that. I can't find my body butters. I can't find this. You just want to make sure that you just organize. When you organize, and make everything go so much smoother. So much smoother. Also, another thing is too, let's say you on TikTok. A lot of times too, in TikTok, even on Facebook, if you got a business page on Facebook, make that strictly for business. Strictly for business. Do not combine business and pleasure, meaning, okay, well, I'm going to share this, but this has nothing to do pertaining to my business. This is on my business page, but this has nothing to do with my business. This is my personal page. This is my business page. And on my business page, I'm posting Shanae business. I'm talking about my girlfriend, my boyfriend, whomever it may be. I'm talking about my best friend business. I'm talking about my life, my personal life issues. That has nothing to do with your business.
Mhm.
Therefore, people that's following you, they're gonna be like, what's this? Oh, she messy. This ain't about no business. Now I'm gonna unfollow you. Now I'm unfollowing you, and now I'm letting people know, oh, don't shop with her because she messy. You don't
Mhm.
you never want to do that. Even when you using your personal page, it's okay to use your personal page to promote, but if you can promote, make sure that you promote it only. You want to make all of your business things if you do promote on your personal page, make it public. Make sure you join a lot of groups too, and something as well like Facebook. When you do your Facebook reels and you have that the Facebook, I think it's the Facebook promo mode or something like that, whatever it's called.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or
Promo.
there is a switch. It literally tells your analytics, it'll say insights, and it tells you how many people that from your engagement, how many people engage with you. It tells you the gender, the age, how many people, the percentage, where they from. So let's say you do facials, and let's say you offer men and women. You
Mm-hmm.
personally located, and let's say you located in New York. Okay, so what you would do is, okay, these are my insights. It'll literally show you. You have 50% females, 50% women from the ages of, let's say, 16 to 25, 18 to 25. Okay, that now you know that's my target audience. 50% of my target audience are females between the ages of 18 to 25. Okay, but they don't live in New York. Let's say they live in Atlanta. So now what you want to do is go on Facebook and you want to join all those groups, whether it's esthetician in Atlanta or whatever you may, whatever it is, just join all those groups that you know, because that is where your target audience is. If you sell luxury products, you want to make sure, okay, you have luxury stuff. Like, you want to make sure your website is luxury. You want to make sure your products are luxury. I mean, like, your branding is luxury. From the branding, from your logo to how your, let's say, like your logo, from how your packaging looking to everything, like, you want to make sure it's luxury. Like, you can't say, well, I want to sell luxury based products, but my logo is experience. I'm simple, not luxury but simple.
Mm-hmm.
Now the people I'm attracting, they're not attracted to my products that are luxury products. You attracting people that say, "Oh, that's house much. I don't want to buy that. Oh, that's not worth it." But now you finding yourself like, "Oh my God, like I'm not getting no sales. I'm not getting no traffic. Why? Because you attracting the wrong people." You want to always make sure that you're looking at your insights, because your insights, that's where you get all your sales at. That's where you get all your traffic from, your insights, because it literally tells you, and it'll say, let's say 70, the other half of the 100, let's say 25% of your target audience are males, but they are located where you're located, let's say in Bronx, New York. Okay. Now, within that age group, it could be older men from the ages of 35 to 65.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know, okay, well, let me join this group where older men from the ages of 35 to 65 that's located within Bronx, New York. Therefore, with that being said, you'll be able to, okay, well, I know. Now I know this is my target audience. These are my target audiences. This is what I can and cannot do moving forward. This is what they're looking for. This is what they need. Now I can provide that to them. This is going to bring my sales. This is going to bring my site in, my site traffic. This is going to bring everything in that I need to bring in.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we don't know that. A lot of times we just think that, okay, well, my target audience is just like, say, like I say, you do hair. You'll think, oh, my target audience is just girls. Now I'm offering haircuts and linings, and now I'm offering wheat twists. And so now it's like, oh, okay, well, my target audience is just females and males. But it's like, no, everybody's not your target audience. Not everybody. Because you may have some people where they may say, well, hey, do you do children's hair? And now you're like, well, no, I don't do children's hair. Okay, well, now you know. People that have children that are looking to get their children's hair done, it's not your target audience. You may have some people, again, like I said, that say, oh, well, you charge $200 for a color and a cut. Yes, I do. Oh, that's too much. Okay, thank you. That's not your target audience. You want to make sure, again, when you posting your reels, you want to make sure. But even with that, when you posting your reels, don't always just post like your business. You want to also include like quotes to like affirmations and like, daily quotes, because sometimes just while you posting the same products every day and telling people, hey, I do hair, or I have lashes, or hey, I do facials, and oh well, I do this and I do that. It's like, okay, but what else? What can I interact with? Because a lot of times what we don't know is, even as our target audience, they go through stuff just like we go through stuff. So just by them saying that motivational or those affirmations, now like, okay, well, I got something to look forward to. And you posting that, whether it's every morning, I mean, you should always post at least two affirmations a day, or two motivational videos a day, whether it's one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Because even within that, you want to make sure that you know the times that your target audience are online. You don't want to post at 8 o'clock in the morning and you know nobody that's in your target audience, or nobody as a whole, is going to be online at 8 a.m. Now you're just posting and you're not attracting the right people. So you want to do your research for the net as well. Also, that being said too, as far as vendors, You don't really have to pay people for vendors. A lot of people say, "Oh, pay me $50, pay me $5 for a vendor." You don't have to do that. Use Google. Google is your best friend. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Google is your best friend. Literally, all you have to do is type in skincare vendors located within the U.S. or skincare vendors as a whole, and literally a whole list of skincare vendors will pop up free for you. And make sure you don't just get one vendor. Get at least 25 to 100 vendors so you can test them all out. Because you may get this one product like, oh, well, I don't like how that feels on my skin. I don't like this. I don't like that. Okay, you cross that vendor out. Now let me go on to the next one. And so forth until you found the right vendor. And even with your vendors, you want to build a relationship with your vendors too. You want to always make sure that you have that relationship with them, that friendship relationship. So
Mhm.
want to check in with them. Hey, how are you? How's your weekend? Even though a lot of vendors are located in China, but there are some U.S. vendors as well. Again, just like they check on us to get that sale from us, you want to do the same thing with them. So you building that relationship because sometimes they want to know too. Okay, they're thinking about us because they don't always text us. So you want to make sure you have that personal relationship with your vendor. You could text your vendor just like, have a nice day, good morning, how are you? Or, good morning, have a nice day. They may not see it right in there because again, we on two different time zones. But when they see it, they will text you back and then make them feel like, oh, well, she's thinking about me. Okay. So now I know. Well, this vendor and that vendor, okay, this person and that person, your vendors most likely they'll be willing to work with you more as well. Two, Instagram. You can post your reels on Instagram. Instagram shows you your insight. It shows you your analytics. Everything the same thing as Facebook. It shows you it all. And let's say you have a website. So let's say again, as far as skincare, let's just say you sell clothes. Even on your website, you want to make sure that you include your social medias as well because sometimes a lot of people they may scan on your website and they may forget about it. But they may look and say, okay, well, let me look for an Instagram hashtag or let me look for their TikTok. Let me look for their Facebook because I think I may want something later on from them. Some people don't always, start or bookmark your website. Some people want to just save it for later because they may not have the money right then there, or they may get distracted into doing something else. But then later on, once they think about it and they see promote yourself more and more and more, now they're like, oh, okay, yeah. Now I remember who she is. I know who she is. Like, you want to get yourself out there. You want to get yourself well known. Because, again, if you don't promote yourself, you don't get your marketing skills up or none of that, who going to know about you? Nobody. If you don't support yourself, who gonna support you? Nobody. You don't have nobody but you. And I always say, at the end of the day, if you don't promote yourself, who gonna promote it for you? Nobody. You can't say I'm gonna get some brand ambassadors. They're promoting for me. No, 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 no. Because brand ambassadors, they like your coworkers. You the manager, and they just work for you. The manager as a management, that's your team. So you above them. You do all the hard work just like they do hard work because if your brand investor slacking on their content, the content they're supposed to be delivering to you, you can already have your own content backed up. Like, okay, you know what? Okay, thank you. I don't need you no more because you slacking. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So don't worry about it. I always make sure, like I said, you stay on top of everything that you do. Like you stay on top. That is all the pros. As far as cons, again, if you're not budgeting, you're gonna be like you're gonna find yourself with a headache, like literally a headache, because then it's like, okay, again, you start off with just $500, and some people say, well, I only had $100 when I started my business out. That is true. That is definitely true. Some services or some businesses you can start off with little to nothing. Even,
Mhm.
like I said, vendors are free. It costs no money for a vendor. Like, it's free. It costs no money. You go on Google and you type in whatever vendor it is that you want. Okay, now you got that vendor. Okay, cool. And that's, you don't have to pay where, like, even when like influencers, a lot of people say, well, I pay Ari or I paid this and that and blah. But sometimes even with the influencer, they lie and they will say, well, yeah, I promoted you and I did this, but they really do it because some of them are in it for the money. So you want to always tooth the nail as far as influencer, like, Because a lot of people say, well, I'm looking for somebody that has a high base, like a high following base. But just because you have a lot of followers, you gotta look at the engagement as well. Because I could have over 1.k million followers and I get little to no engagement. That's just the following base I have. Yeah, they viewing, but are they engaging within your content? Are they engaging within the things that you're saying? Are they viewing your website? Are they referring other people to shop with you and do this with you? Because a lot of times that is why you found that is how people fall short as well by not doing the research, by thinking, well, this is a high top influencer, so I know that if I book them, if I spend $5,000 on them promoting my brand, then okay, yeah, that means I'm gonna get all these sales, I'm gonna get so much traffic. But you don't really, in reality, you really don't, because you have to think about it. They have to promote me plus 16 other people. That's why I always say, you know what? I want to see your engagement. I want to see everything, because you could have 3 followers and your engagement is more much of an engagement than people with 500 followers. And that's just how it is always. And a lot of people don't know that. Even if I got say service business, you could just say, well, I have a service based business. I do life insurance, okay? But you still want to make sure that in your life insurance that you know what you're talking about when it comes down to life insurance, because you know a lot of people that do ask questions. Well, what's in it for me? Or what's this? And what's that? And if you don't know what you're talking about, they be like, oh, she don't know. Mm, I'll come back later. Like, thank you. That's okay. Because even, if you shop in the store, you may be passing by, just in a mall, and you have those solicitors that walk up to you. Oh, hey, you want to try these pot irons, or you want to do this, and you may be asking them questions about it, and they be a little bit weary. That turns your way. You like, well, you don't really know too much about this product, so you don't know nothing about it. I want nothing. I want to know anything about it. So then you tell them, I'll be back later. I'll come back around, but you never do. That's because you're not interested in. Now you're thinking like, well, no, because they didn't really know too much about what they was talking about. I don't want to get scammed out of my money, or I don't want this, I don't want that. And I was just like, okay, yeah, like, what's in it for me? I want to say another thing too. Like I said, as far as brand ambassadors, like a lot of people just get brand ambassadors just because they feel like, well, I don't have to do as much work, but you really do. Because again, sometimes as a brand ambassador, they're not always, especially if you're not paying them, they are not gonna always promote you. They're not always going to put out their content or deliver their content to you that you need them to deliver, because they feel like, well, one, I'm working for you for free. For two, I'm gonna do it on my own time whenever I feel like it's worth it. And they feel like I'm gonna give you what you get because it's free.
Oh my God, Jesus.
And then which is the truth. They will feel that way, and you do have some people, even when they do pay, they will say, well, I'll do whenever I want to do it. That's why I always, whenever you do business, make sure you have some type of contract down in writing. Whether it's you emailed it to them, you still wrote it out, because it's still a document and it's documented, stating that, okay, we both have this agreement that this is a contract and this is fee. You're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're underneath me, but at the same time, I still need you to do all this as well. If they kind of make, because a lot of people say, well, this is this and this is that. They don't really know much.
Mm-hmm.
You want to always, like I said, just make sure that you stay on top of everything, and make sure that you know everything about your business. Like, you don't ever moment where you have, like, as far as like marketing and promote yourself to the fullest. Like, to the fullest. I cannot stress enough, to the fullest, because if you don't, it's like, again, they're gonna forget about you. So whether it's like you want to go out and promote yourself to the point where I'm gonna pass out my business cards, everybody do it. Don't ever be afraid to step out the box when it come down to your business, because when you stepping out the box again, it's you against 50 million other people that do the same thing you do. And people are gonna come to you and look at you and say, what's different about you? What's different about your brand? If you
Mm-hmm.
cannot tell them right then and there, and at that moment, they're gonna go shop the next person. Well, they know they're talking about it, and you don't. If I did not know you and I seen you had a talk show and a radio show, and I come to you and I say, "Hey, Lady Boss, what's it about?" And you stuttering like, uh, well, basically it's. And I'm gonna say, oh, okay. because you don't know. I'm gonna feel like you don't know much. I'm gonna feel like, well, this is your business. I want to know more information about it. Obviously, I'm interested, but because I feel as if you don't know so much about what you have going on, I'm just gonna go pass you on, and I'm gonna go with the next person that I feel like has more knowledge as to what's going on within their business, whether it's product or service based.
Right.
I, like I said, make sure don't be afraid to like step out the box because it's okay and it's good to be different because with it, yeah, like you stepping out the box. Now you think that nobody else has thought of. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times, people get scared and say, "Well, I don't want to use the same content as they use." Do it
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
again, everybody's target audience is not the same. I may have a target audience of females and males of the age of 13 through 18. You may have a target audience of women from 45 to 50. That is your target audience. You may have a target audience of people that like simple minded things, just little simple stuff, simple bracelets or simple earrings. And I may have a target of people that like more of a luxury type brand, more of things that makes me feel like I'm a luxury person. It makes me feel like, okay, I got money. This is bling. If some people don't like all the extra stuff. Some people just like, okay, a simple diamond earring, a simple necklace is a simple outfit, all I need. Some people like to go all out. Some people like to wear the long dangly earrings. Some people like to have a million bracelets on them. That's just them. So, you don't want to say, well, I sell bracelets, she sell bracelets too, but we got the same content in your point.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, you're going to have the same content as the next person because we all saying the same stuff. Your target audience is different. It's all about how you market and how you promote yourself. Because again, if you start promoting yourself today and then you promote yourself again the next 3 months later, they're gonna forget about you. Like, who is it? Who is that? Oh, let me click on her page right quick, see who this is. Oh, she got a business, a talk show, what? Same thing for anybody else. If you have, like I said, a service based business and
That's
you
right. Yes.
kind of people houses or do whatever you do and you stop promoting yourself, that they forgot about you. Just that quick. Because of people, they have a short attention span. People don't know that you have a very short attention span. If something catch my eye, I'm interested in. I want to know everything about it. Whether it's service, product, even if we're watching something on Netflix, we may come to a movie on Netflix like, oh, this look kind of boring. Like, I'm turning away from it. I don't know. Sometimes we may watch it like a couple of minutes in, like, okay, let me see if I really like it. Oh, okay, it's starting to get good. Now I got my attention. Now my eyes are glued to it. The same thing with the music that you listen to. You like the beat, you like the lyrics, you like it when it first come on, it's that beat like, oh, yeah, I like this. Versus the music, you like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that artist. I don't like how that music sound.
Mm-hmm.
I like this music. I like more of a soft beat, more of a gentle beat. That's that. And now you know. Now they know. Okay, this is my target audience because a lot of people do. A lot of people feel the same way. Like, oh well, especially like in the hair industry. A lot of females say this. I want to be like Eric and Tay, but people do not realize you cannot give me a picture and saying, "Well, oh, my hair look like this," because I don't know who did that person's hair. How I do
Mm-hmm.
it is different from what that person do. Everybody work is different. It's if you like my work or you don't like my work. That is totally fine with me. The same thing if you selling a product. Okay, again, you may sell eyelashes just like I sell lashes, but we may have the same lash style, but my marketing, how I promote myself, how I put my branding out there is totally different to how you market and brand yourself and how you promote yourself. You may promote yourself every other day, and I may promote myself every day, every 2 hours, every 4 hours on every social media platform there is. Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, even outside of social media platforms, I'm going out to the malls and I'm promoting myself. I'm doing all this type of stuff just because I want to get myself known and get myself out there. Why do you think you see a lot of people too? They may go and you may come from a grocery store, you may see like a business card on your car, and you're like, you just throw it away. But some people keep it, some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Another way of marketing is another way of promoting yourself. Putting your business cards, on people's cars or putting your business cards just in the grocery stores because a lot of people don't care about that. Grocery stores don't care about that. because you see it all the time, whether it's on a billboard or you just go and just putting it out there. That's something. You're getting yourself out there. You're working it. You're working everything out for yourself. Another thing too, I feel like too, you need to have a plan. You should always like pray too, like pray, like ask God, like God, what direction do you want me to go within my business? What direction do you want me to go with my platform? Because I'm struggling right now, and I don't really know what to do. I'm frustrated. Then you may get a vision, like God may show you, like, oh, do this, do that. Now you're like, oh, okay, okay, okay. Because even within that, like again, us business owners, we work 9 to 5s too. And again, that's why I said within that going hand in hand, it's good to plan your company because everybody knows working 9 to 5 is very, very busy. Like you get busy working 9 to 5. You may
Yeah.
come home, oh, I'm tired. And then especially if you have kids, and you're like, okay, I'm tired, I gotta get my kids to school, gotta get them settled, I gotta cook dinner, I gotta maybe help them with their homework, I gotta do you have a lot to do. Now you're like, oh, about time you're doing cooking your dinner and you're doing all that, you don't really have time to plan and to do what you need to do when it come down to your business. Now you're slacking at time
Mm.
on months or weeks and days worth of content when you could just plan it out.
All right.
Plan it and you schedule it. Like I said, YouTube. YouTube your best friend. YouTube, okay? YouTube is your best friend, honey. YouTube, because YouTube has literally every little thing. Whether it's you trying to learn how to do a simple text based logo, YouTube. Google.
YouTube. Google.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's it. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, this girl got so much gems. Y'all not writing it down. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Okay. You're not writing down. I don't know what's going on because what are you doing? You need information. It is good information. And I'm telling y'all, you don't believe me, you will see. Like write this down. You get your pencil, your notebook. We told y'all at the beginning, get your notebook and your pencil, pen, okay? Even if you writing it in your notes in your phone, make sure you're taking notes and you taking heed to it because you gonna need this. Like it's really gonna help you later on down the line. It's gonna help your business become very successful. Whatever it is that you slacking and you lacking in, make sure you Google it, you YouTube it, man. Whether it's I'm
Yeah.
lacking in how to market my okay, you could literally look up marketing on YouTube and it gives you a whole thing of people explaining to you how to market this and how to market that. You you don't have to pay over hundreds to 50 hundred to thousands of dollars just for one marketing class for them to tell you the same thing and drop the same gems that you will learn on YouTube.
Hey, y'all better write this down. Y'all better take these notes. Y'all, if y'all are following on YouTube, y'all better share the YouTube video, comment on the YouTube video. What if y'all already know her on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it? If y'all are following her, because I know this girl, because I checked her out, she got a 1.k followers. Now, if y'all are following her like y'all is, really, y'all will be hitting her boom, 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 boom. Not just following this girl just to be following. Because that's a waste of time. If you're gonna be my followers, that means you are admiring me. Y'all are really listening to my nuggets, my information, my knowledge, and my wisdom.
Yes.
Y'all not just following me to be nosy. Y'all following me to learn something.
Yes. Yes. Learn. You can always learn from the next person. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people think, well, I don't want to learn. I don't want to do this. Learn. It is so good to learn because it's like you're learning something new every day. Whether you know you are and whether you do not think that you are. Because again, just by you scrolling on TikTok and you may see somebody content, you're like, oh, I want to do that. You learned. Because you wasn't thinking about doing that. You didn't know nothing about that until you seen their content and I'm like, oh well, I like that. Oh, I like how they do that. I like how they do that. Okay. It may not be the same exact way, but it's the same content idea. But you still learn something new. At that point, you're learning something new. And it's always good to learn new things, and add on new things. Like I said, when you want to rebrand, that's new. Take your time. Take your time. Like, if it
Yes.
take you 6 months to start your business, take them 6 months. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't
Do
rush
it.
because you have people hitting you up like, oh, well, when you going to drop your website? When you going to drop this? If they want to purchase from you, they want to get a service done by you, or they're interested with anything that you're doing, they're gonna wait. You gotta build that anticipation up. Build that anticipation up, because when you build it up, you got them waiting for something. Whether it's just you sending out an email, make sure it's you include. Ooh, we got
Subscribe to the emails. Yes.
subscribe to. We got these juicy details. Oh, when you get those advertisements and it's like, oh, click here now. That's
Redeem this reward now. $10 off, $20 off. Buy one, get one free. 2 for $5, 3 for $5, free shipping.
Yeah. Clickbait. Clickbait. I mean, even if you got to use clickbait just to get yourself exposed, do it. Because a lot of, they may say, oh, check this video out. They fighting. But you click the link, they're not fighting for real. That's somebody music video. Or
watch those links that you be clicking.
Yeah. Clickbait. It's clickbait. And that's how a lot of people are getting exposed within their brands or anything that they do. I mean, even if you're a singer, and let's say, because even you write music, that's a part of business as well. You may use a clickbait and say, oh my God, this just happened to me. People are nosy, and they will click that link to see what happened. And once they click it and they find out, oh, this is not what they said it was. But you know what? Since I'm already here, some people will stay on the link and they'll say, let me just check out the website. Let me just check out their YouTube channel to see what they got going on. And you know who. And another thing too, this is the last thing I want to say is make sure you are social. This is my last thing. Social. Pros and cons of being social.
Show up for your business.
Yes.
Go live at least 2 or 3 times a week if you can.
Yes. Just like she said, go live. Y'all, because people want to know what the face look like behind the brand, so that they know, oh, okay, this is how the person looks that does my lashes, or this is how the person looks that did my facial, who did my haircut. This is how they look. You don't want to just be advertising, oh, I got clothes, I see your outfits, but okay. But are you wearing your outfits? Promote yourself too. Make sure you wear your products. You promote your own services, your own products. Just by walking to somebody, oh, your skin is so pretty, but you know what? I do facials, so I can help, or I see that, even if you're in the store, you see somebody buying facial products. You know what? I do sell facial products. My facial products are all natural, etc., etc. Here's my card. Check me out. You may never know. You ever in the store, but they might like, oh, you bold. You walking up to me at Walmart, Target, and I'm looking at facial products.
Yes.
Your products to me, are you bold? Now they more really need to check you out. You have to be social. That is one thing that I have learned, is to literally step out of that shell, because if you just stay within your one shell, you're like, oh, well, I'm in a shell. I'm not talking to nobody. But people know about me, though. They don't know about you. Who are you? What do you stand for? All they know is your business name and your brand. They don't know what you look like. They don't know how you sound. They don't know nothing. They just know, they just do hair. Oh, they just.
Oh my goodness. That's all. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm telling y'all now. Subscribe to this YouTube page, because this is not the only time that you guys are going to be seeing her and hearing her. She's going to be on here more and more, since she is a co-host. Right now, my producer is saying you're out of time. So we got to get this. We got to get this video recorded and downloaded. So if you missed the show, don't worry about it, because I'm going to give her the recording. It's going to be on this YouTube. So tell everybody to follow this YouTube. Follow. Also, we're going to do more talk shows. So if y'all know any new topics, email me, send me the link, or y'all can send my co-host the link. Once again, cons and pros of being a business owner. This is not the first or the last time that you're going to be hearing from us. If y'all missed it, y'all missed it. I don't know what to say. I'm just out for words.
Oh, okay, yes. If y'all missed it, then y'all missed it. But make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend, tell your sister, your brother, whomever it may be, to subscribe to the channel, because you may never know, just by these gems that we are dropping today, who may needed this, or who may see this and say, okay, well, let me write this down because I needed this. And it can help are more successful within a business brand. Even if you are looking to start a business, now you know the ins and outs, the pros and cons, what you need to be doing, what you should not be doing, and starting up a business, even if you are a current business owner. You know what to,
Yes.
you know what
So
not.
comment if you're following us from YouTube. Comment in the comments below in the YouTube channel so we can go by and we can read the comments and we can answer your comments. We may not be able to get to each and every one, but we will get to each and every one. Like I said, if they missed it, send them the link to the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on, just follow us, because this is not the last time. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And remember, stay blessed.
Okay, until next time. See y'all later.
See y'all later. Jesus, what mercy. I can tell on my producer's cutting the time.
Oh, so proud of you. I'm gonna ask her, can she spend the night?
She thought she gonna go somewhere.
I will call the police.
Okay.
Check it. You take everything. Put that down in your hand. You take them down and buy some new ones. Raise it from the bottom right. Lock it. Tear it out. Lock it. Put both sticks in there. See that guy that's standing all the time smoking cigarettes. And I tell him, that's all right. Just pull the blinds down. Good. Now close it. Overlap, just overlap, overlap. There you go. I'm gonna spend the night. Why? Get that glass out of here with that water. If you see something, you gotta get it out of here. You didn't even see it.
Mm-mm.
Did you put this in here?